What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this Wednesday night's world title fight in Japan at 130 pounds between Eduardo Sugar Nunez and Masanori Rikiishi. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to actually hit the subscribe button? A lot of you guys watch my content and haven't done that yet. Also, like this video, and right now, if you can, go down to the bottom of the screen, hit the bell notification button so you can be reminded every time I put a new video out. Thank you. All right, guys, living here in Australia, one of my favorite things is midweek boxing. So wherever you are in the world, this goes down in Japan Wednesday night, my time in Australia. If you're in America, it'll be Tuesday for you guys, and wherever else you're tuning in the world, we say welcome. This one is going to be a banger at 130 pounds. Guys, the IBF title in that division is vacant. Before we get into this, let's remind everyone who those champions are. At 130, O'Shaquie Foster, Lamont Roach, and Emmanuel Navarrete. The winner of this fight will stake claim as one of the kings of the mountain in this division. So in this video, I'm going to remind everybody who each fighter is. We're going to go over their resumes, talk a little bit about how they go about their business. Also talk about how each fighter will have to go about this fight if they want to be the victor. And be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video. That's where I'll be going over the Las Vegas odds. I'll also give you my prediction and tell you where to put your money. All right, guys, the 130-pound division is filled with guys that you might not know about. This specific fight is a battle of two heavy hitters. With Rikiishi, he's a tall southpaw. He has pop in his hands. He's a great counterboxer with good feet. With Sugar Nunez, this guy, 100% knockout to win ratio, something you never see at 130 pounds, 27 wins, 27 knockouts. This battle will be that classic case of southpaw in Rikiishi and orthodox in Nunez. It's going to be about who could control the ring, who's going to control the center with their lead foot, who could walk the other one on with a power shot. Like I already said, both guys could crack. It is going to come down to, and the fans will know right off the bat, which style of fight this will be. We know what the Mexican wants to do. He's going to be shorter. He's a slugger. He uses his offense to set up his offense, meaning that he does have defensive holes. He'll take a shot to give a shot. And will we see Rikiishi play that game with him right off the bat? Will he slug it out? Rikiishi also has power, and Nunez should be on guard. It'll just be up to Rikiishi to see how aggressive he will be right off the jump. Right now, I want to remind everybody what's at stake in Japan this Wednesday. All right, guys, Eduardo Nunez and Masanori Rikiishi were previously ordered by the IBF to enter negotiations for the title vacated by Belfast's Anthony Takei. The ruling was all but moot as both sides were already in advanced talks to fight on this very date. Nunez became the mandatory challenger after an 11th round knockout of former IBF 130-pound titleist Shavkat Rakhmonov in their title eliminator last February 16th in Dagestan. He was twice ordered to enter talks with the now former title holder. The second round of talks resulted in a reported agreement, but no actual fight date before Takei opted to relinquish the belt for what his team viewed as a higher profile affair against former WBA featherweight titleist Lee Wood. We documented that fight a few weeks ago, and we know that Takei beat Lee Wood. He told the media that the money was there, more money to fight Wood than to fight Sugar Nunez, so that's why he went that route. The waiting game has seen Nunez fight just once since his thrilling win over Rakhmonov. It came last August when he knocked out former title challenger Miguel Mariaga in the 6th round of a DAZN-aired fight from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Nunez has knocked out each of his last 17 opponents. Rikiishi's first title opportunity is arriving shortly after he relocated to Yokohama, where he now fights at the Ohashi Gym. The 30-year-old southpaw has won each of his last 5 fights inside the distance. Rikiishi's most significant win occurred on the road in come-from-behind fashion. He rallied to stop Michael Magnesi in the 12th and final round last March on the road in Italy. Rikiishi was down on all 3 scorecards, 107-102, 106-103, and 106-103, but got the knockout he very much needed to extend his current winning streak. So like I said, guys, one has 100% career knockout to win ratio. One has power to do the same thing, orthodox versus southpaw. It's really going to be interesting to see Nunez's game plan moving forward. I think he's going to definitely have to invest to the body early and break Rikiishi down. And with Rikiishi, I think he's going to have to use Nunez's aggression against him and find those counter shot opportunities. Only time will tell. Right now, let's take a look at the Japanese fighter and see what he's been up to. Guys, Masanori Rikiishi 16-1 with 11 knockouts. Out of 1,964 fighters at 130 pounds, BoxRec has him ranked number 1 in the world. He's fought a total of 92 rounds and he carries into the ring a 69% career knockout to win ratio. The 30-year-old Japanese fighter is a southpaw standing at 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. He resides in Yokohama, Kanagawa, Japan. We last saw him fight Bakanahe 17-8, knockout in the second. Magnesi 23-1, stopped him in the 12th. Ricardo Nunez 23-5, stopped him in the third. Kamara 14-2, stopped him in the fifth. Like I already told you, Rikiishi's on a knockout winning streak. This guy carries power late. And one of his most recent fights, he was down on the cards and still got a finish. That makes his fans excited about this matchup as well. And the whole boxing world will be on this fight in Japan with two sluggers, with two guys who feel that it's their time. Nunez is 27, Rikishi's 30. This division is theirs for the taking, and with a win, each guy will propel themselves not only to become a world champion, but also huge money fights. Right now, let's take a look at Sugar Nunez. As Nunez is 27-1 with 27 knockouts. Out of 1,964 fighters at 130 pounds, BoxRec has him ranked number 15. He's fought a total of 102 career rounds, and he carries into the ring a 100% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as Sugar, and the 27-year-old Mexican is a 5'6" orthodox fighter standing with a 68-inch reach. He resides in Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. We last saw him fight Mariaga 31-7, stopped him in the 6th. Escandon 28-7-6, stopped him in the 2nd. Seiya 18-0, stopped him in the 2nd. Brito 12-1, stopped him in the 10th. Perez 9-4, stopped him in the 10th. So if you look at Nunez's knockout record, specifically the last, we'll say 10, he's a guy who will break you down. He has more late knockouts than early knockouts as of late, and this tells you his style. Aggression, pressure forward, body work, break you down, drown you, make you panic, and stop you. And this is why his fans love him. This is why he has 27 wins with 27 knockouts, and this is why this matchup is super exciting. He is traveling to Japan. We see a lot of the Mexican fighters do this. We just saw Angela Leo do this, and we just saw him become victorious, keeping his belt at 126. Like I said, whoever wins this fight, you gotta think about unification fights at 130, a division that a lot of people really don't talk about too much, but a division filled with a lot of talent. We know the movers and we know the power hitters, and both of these guys have power in a lot of their shots. When I look at these guys side by side, you gotta talk about the height and reach advantage with the southpaw with Rikiishi. He's gonna be the longer guy. He uses this to his advantage as well in terms of his style. When you think about power, even though Rikiishi could crack, come on, Sugar Nunez, 100% knockout to win ratio. Normally when you see a guy with the taller length and the taller reach, you would give them the advantage in terms of the stylistic matchup. Nunez uses his height disadvantage to his advantage by getting in there. He comes right on a straight line. The advantage I think he will have, not only is the power, is that when Rikiishi exits the pocket, he really doesn't feel too comfortable in the pocket in a firefight and infighting. He kind of exits on a straight line, doesn't use a lot of head movement. I think that Nunez will look to take advantage of that, and we'll see if he's able to. Right now, I want to take a closer look at the Las Vegas odds. Guys, the book I use down here in Australia is called Sportsbook. I'll be giving you my money line predictions. Stay tuned to the channel because today I'll be going live and I'll be giving you my method of victory predictions as well. All right, guys, currently on the money line, Eduardo Nunez is a $1.51 favorite, meaning you put 100 on him, you get $51 back plus your money. The draw 16-1. Masanori Rikiishi is a $2.80 underdog, meaning 100 gets you your money back plus 180. So he's not quite 2-1, not quite a 50-50 fight. On paper, I feel it's closer than those odds. When I looked at these last week, Nunez was about $1.75 and Rikiishi was about $2.30. Right now, money is coming on Nunez. When I'm thinking about where I'm putting my money on the money line, and I'm confident in this, specifically considering how they go about their business, the stylistic matchups, the pros and cons, and the strengths versus weaknesses, I'm going all in on Sugar Nunez. I fully expect him to get the victory. I think that money line is great value for Nunez to continue his winning streak and become a world champion at 130 pounds. Guys, this isn't an echo chamber. You don't have to agree with me. In the comment section below, let me know who's going to become the new IBF world champion. Will it be Nunez or will it be Rikiishi? What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny. In today's video, we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this Wednesday night's world title fight at 118 pounds between the Japanese champion Yoshiki Takei and the Thai challenger Tongdee. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? My YouTube analytics are telling me that a lot of you guys who watch my content haven't done that yet. Could you also like this video? And right now, go to the bottom of your screen, hit the bell notification button so you can be reminded every time I put something out that's new. All right, fight fans, the more you dive deep into the lower weight classes, the more you realize and learn that the Japanese boxing scene is insane. Some of the bigger names you guys already know, the monster Naoya Inoue, the king at 122 pounds. There's Junto Nakatani, who staked claim at 118 pounds. And in this fight, this Wednesday night, on the same card as the Sugar Nunez fight with Rikiishi, is another world champion from Japan, a southpaw savage named Yoshiki Takei. He takes on a very tough undefeated Thai fighter in Tongdee. So in this video, we're going to break down both fighters. We're going to remind everybody and educate everybody who they are, how they go about their business, what each fighter needs to do to get the job done. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video. That's where I'll be giving you my prediction, as well as those Las Vegas odds, and I'll be telling you where to put your money. Guys, with the Thai fighter, Tongdee, this will be his first world title shot. This will be his first fight that will go 12 rounds. He's an orthodox fighter. He's going to be the smaller guy, but he has all the skills in the world. When you think about an amateur pedigree, look at this guy's resume. On his record, he's fought and beaten in the amateurs Cuban legend Robeisy Ramirez. So he brings into the pro ranks that confidence of knowing how to outbox, outscore, outpoint, and win rounds against any opponent. That's something that the world champion Takei is going to have to keep in consideration. With Takei, if you don't know anything about him, this guy is a former multiple K1 Grand Prix world champion. This guy wasn't only one of the best in the world at 118 pounds, he was ranked in the top 10 pound for pound ratings globally before he quit Muay Thai and chose to go pro. So right now, let's take a closer look what's at stake this Wednesday night in Yokohama, Japan. Guys, when Yoshiki Takei walks in the ring Wednesday, May 28th, he'll have something no champion can buy. He will take in 5,000 screaming hometown fans on his back. Standing across from him will be Thailand's undefeated warrior, Tongdee. 2 perfect records, 10-0 versus 15-0, 1 championship belt, and a collision course that's been months in the making. It has taken a long time to get this fight in the ring after several delays. The fight was originally scheduled for December, then to January, when the fight was postponed when Takei suffered a torn shoulder labrum in training. The 28-year-old southpaw states he's 100% healed and will come back stronger than ever. And I quote, "I apologize for causing this trouble. I hope to come back stronger from this," said Yoshiki Takei to the press during the pre-match conference at Yokohama March 17th. As a former 2-time K1 World Grand Prix champion who switched to boxing in 2021, Takei comes in the fight with great credentials. He's 5'7" with an 80% career knockout to win ratio. The native of Tokyo obtained the WBO title by outpointing Jason Maloney at the Tokyo Dome and then successfully defending against Daigo Higa, another countryman. Tongdee, 31 years old from Bangkok, will be competing in his first world title fight. He comes into the contest with some excellent amateur pedigree. In 2017, he defeated future 2-time Olympic champion Robeisy Ramirez in Cuba. However, as an orthodox fighter and having never fought outside of Thailand or gone beyond 10 rounds as a professional, this adversity presents significant challenges to the Thai. Takei's physical prowess outweighs some of Tongdee's accomplishments, in my opinion. Not only does he have a 4-inch height advantage, but his southpaw stance matched against Tongdee's orthodox style creates a sizable disparity in this matchup. Takei has all the local crowd advantage, which only makes him a more formidable opponent. For Tongdee, facing Takei represents a career-defining opportunity in hostile territory to produce one of the biggest shocks in boxing. There is no way to underestimate his 60% career knockout to win ratio, as well as his amateur credentials. However, he is fighting against a superior opposition. Guys, like I said, this fight is exciting. If you've never seen either one of these guys fight, tune in. The whole card is going to be electric. We've already covered the Sugar Nunez fight, so if you haven't seen that, it's linked in this video. Also, before we continue, in the comment section, who wins in that fight, Rikiishi or Sugar Nunez? Moving forward, I want to take a closer look at these guys' resumes and see what they've been up to. First, let's look at the ties. Yutapong Tongdee. Tongdee is 15-0 with 9 knockouts out of 1,166 fighters at 118 pounds. He's ranked number 23 in the world. He's fought a total of 83 career pro rounds and has a career 60% knockout to win ratio. The 31-year-old Thai is an orthodox fighter standing at 5'3". He resides from Bangkok, Thailand. We last saw him last June against Giuliano Fantone, 7-1 UD in the 10th. Kamun, 3-7, stopped him in the 3rd. Fanaku, 31-14, stopped him in the 3rd. Janisfar, debut, stopped him in the 2nd. Z, debut, stopped him in the 2nd. So like I said, guys, go to his box rec. You can see his resume. That's going to be the biggest question with Tongdee. Not where he's come from, not his amateur pedigree, not the skill that he obviously has, but who has he shared the ring with on the pro ranks. That's going to be probably where the naysayers are going to come doubting his performance against Takei. When you think about what he's going to have to do, he's going to be the shorter guy, he's going to have the shorter reach, so he's going to have to use that to his advantage. He's going to have to get inside of the jab of Takei and at the same time avoid Takei's backhand, which we'll get to in a second. Right now, let's look at the world champion Yoshiki Takei and see what he's been up to. Guys, Takei's 10-0 with 8 knockouts out of 1,166 fighters in the world at 118 pounds. He's ranked number 5. He's fought a career total of 50 pro rounds and carries into the ring an 80% career knockout to win ratio. He is the WBO World Bantamweight Champion, and the 28-year-old Japanese fighter is a southpaw standing at 5'7" with a 67-inch reach. He was born in Tokyo but resides in Yokohama, Japan. We last saw him in September against Daigo Higa, 21-2 UD in the 12th. Jason Maloney, 27-2 UD in the 12th. Maldonado, 21-6, stopped him in the 2nd. Baldonado, 16-4, stopped him in the 3rd. Torimo, 26-3, stopped him in the 11th. So this is a 2-sport combat athlete world champion. When you look at his style, the one thing he does though is give his opponent both shoulders and both hips. He walks you down, not a lot of head movement, and like I mentioned earlier, what he wants to do is land his backhand, which is his most dangerous punch. He's going to be the taller fighter. He has a 3+ reach advantage, a 3+ height advantage, and he fights long as well. He could take a shot and he could give a shot, and he is a dangerous proposition for Tongdee as well as anyone in that 118-pound division. When I look at these guys side by side, the shorter fighter, the shorter reach, all the physical attributes are going to be against the Thai fighter. So he does have an uphill battle to climb. When you look at the style versus style, southpaw versus orthodox, like I said, they're each going to want to circle away from that backhand. So what Takei is going to force Tongdee to do is walk in to that backhand by cutting off the ring with his lead foot and drowning him with pressure. Tongdee's game plan is going to have to just be scoring, pointing, and winning rounds. We'll see early if that power will affect Takei. When you watch his boxing career, he can take a shot, and he really doesn't fight like he's afraid of anyone's power, but they always say everyone has a chin until they don't. So far, it's been tested, and it's held up the test of time. Right now, I want to take a closer look at the Las Vegas odds. Also, guys, stay tuned to the channel. If you didn't know, if you're new here, I do live streams every day talking about the odds, talking about the parlays. We have this fight card going on tomorrow in Japan, which we're already building our parlay for. There's a fight card in Mexico. There's a fight card in the US, along with other fights throughout the weekend, which I'll be covering, so stay tuned to the channel. All right, guys, let's pull out our betting books. That book I use down here is called Sportsbet, and the current money line odds on this fight, they have Takei as the favorite at $1.09, meaning you put 100 on Takei, you get your money back plus $9. The draw is 26-1. Yutapong Tongdee is $8.75, meaning $100 gets you your money back plus $775. So Tongdee is almost an 8-1 underdog. I'm going to give you my money line prediction. I'll give you my method of victory prediction on the live stream, so you have to stay tuned to the channel. I think there's no way Tongdee, with all of the odds against him, with his opponent, with the style, that he's going to be able to do anything against Takei. I'm very comfortable that Yoshiki Takei is going to keep his belt and further print his name at 118 pounds to continue to fight the best in the world. And it's only a matter of time before you got to think that he's going to be fighting the other champions at 118 pounds. Guys, this is not an echo chamber. Right now, in the comment section below, let me know at the end of the fight, are we going to hear and still or and new? Also,